Reality Transurfing, Guiding Signs, Part 2. Signs can show up in all kinds of forms. Your job is simply to sense their meaning. Is it positive or negative? For example, I'm in a hurry, but an elderly lady with a crutch is blocking my path. I can't get around her. It probably means I'll be late. A small warning. Or maybe I see my usual bus flying down the street, unusually fast. It's racing ahead of schedule. That could be a sign I've pushed too far in some situation. Sometimes life pushes back gently to say, slow down. Maybe you're trying hard to make something work. But no matter what you do, it just doesn't flow. Obstacles pop up constantly. Things feel heavy, slow, or stuck. That might be a sign that you're headed for a dead end. Maybe it's time to change direction altogether. The beauty of signs is that they can wake you up before it's too late, pulling you out of the trance of routine just in time. Signs can reveal when you're unknowingly acting under the influence of a destructive pendulum. Humans often make their worst mistakes while hypnotized by those forces, only realizing it later. That's why even small signs are worth taking seriously. A moment of awareness could save you a lot of trouble. But don't confuse caution with anxiety. Care, but don't worry. Show up with presence, but without tension. Be impeccable in your actions, and don't rent your soul to fear. One of the clearest signs of all comes in the form of a spontaneous phrase, something someone says offhandedly, without even thinking. They don't try to convince you. They just say it in passing. That's exactly why it matters. If someone says something casual, unplanned, listen closely. That could be a message delivered straight through the information field. We've all had moments like this. Someone says something off the cuff, and it hits deep. Or maybe you respond to someone without thinking, and you surprise yourself. These are moments when the mind is quiet, and the soul speaks. And the soul is always connected to the field of knowledge, to the greater flow. Someone might casually tell you, take a scarf. It's cold. You ignore it, and later regret it. Or maybe you're dealing with a problem, and someone offers a suggestion you don't think much of. Still, consider it. Or maybe you're sure you're right, and someone gently points out otherwise. Don't be stubborn. Pause and check. Are you resisting truth? Sometimes you're just splashing in place, like beating water with your hands. Another powerful sign is inner discomfort. Your soul always knows the right move. The challenge is remembering to ask and actually listen. Let's say you've made a decision. Even if it's too late to change it, stop and ask, how did I feel when I made this choice? If the feeling was heavy, uncertain, forced, that's a clear no from your soul. It's not hard to feel your soul's discomfort, but it's easy to forget to check. Why? Because your mind always wants to be in charge. It yells with logic, drowning out the soul's quiet whisper. So when faced with a choice, the soul might whisper, no, but the mind quickly jumps in with all its clever reasons to say yes. Here's a simple rule to remember. If you have to convince yourself to say yes, your soul is saying no. When your soul is truly saying yes, you don't need to talk yourself into anything. No forcing, no internal debate, just clarity and peace. So always pay attention to what your world is showing you. But don't go overboard. Not everything is a sign. Birds flying high in the sky, maybe they're just birds. You don't need to analyze every little thing. Just stay open. When something really is a sign, you'll feel it. Forget that and pendulums will pull you back into their game. Be especially aware when it comes to big desires, the ones that could change your life. If a desire makes you feel tension or discomfort and you can walk away from it, do it. That's a sign the desire isn't from your soul, but from your mind. And mind-based desires are often just echoes of external influences, the voice of pendulums, not your own. The same goes for actions. If something you're doing causes inner friction, doubts, guilt, anxiety, don't ignore that. Sure, nothing terrible might happen, but sometimes you'll be deeply sorry later. If possible, walk away from any desire or action that feels wrong inside. It will save you time, pain, and energy. There's one exception. Sometimes you're already tangled in knots from past choices. In those cases, you may have to do something uncomfortable, like telling a hard truth or showing up at a job you hate. But once those knots are untied, you can go back to living in alignment, guided by inner peace. And that's all we can really say about signs within the reality transurfing model. No one else can interpret your signs for you. You'll learn everything you need to know just by paying attention. Stay aware of your world, stay aware of your feelings, and never give too much weight to ambiguous signs, or you risk writing negativity into your own script.
You don't need to live by signs. If you remove excess importance and stay balanced, you'll stay in flow without needing warnings. After all, signs are just reminders. But your inner state of comfort, that is your truest guide. So stop, listen, and hear the rustling of the morning stars. Thanks again for tuning in to this journey through reality transurfing. If this resonated with you, give it a like, subscribe, and turn on the bell. More transurfing insights are coming. Stay in tune. Until then, trust your soul, stay awake, and keep surfing the wave.